What is up, everybody? ViscountKdub here, and the Gym Leader Gauntlet continues with its very first Johto Gym Leader, Falkner. Now, you would think that having the title of Gym Leader would equate to a strong team, but that, of course, means nothing when you're the first stop in the castle. As a matter of fact, I'd argue that his team is even weaker than Birdkeeper Matt's, and that itself is a feat. Falkner specializes in flying types, but, like Matt, his team is shockingly bland and unoriginal. 5 out of the 6 members of his team are normal flying type, so they're still wide open for electric, ice, and rock attacks, not to mention the slim options for countering these types. And if most of this team looks familiar, it should. 3 of these members are the same as Matt's, meaning that the new birds will either make or break the roster. So let's meet them now. First up is Pidgeot, a returning member. Jet will play a more prominent role this time because he has to step up and play general on occasion. Interestingly, his return is stronger than Fearow's Stab Drill Peck, so it's not like this bird doesn't have any power up its feathers. No, the problem is that its defenses don't keep it in the game long enough to survive against any major threats, despite the fact that it's more fortified than Fearow. Countering its foes using Steel Wing, say against rock types, can turn into a losing battle because the other side will just keep hitting harder. Side note, I don't blame Falkner for having this moveset since it's anime based, but that doesn't excuse the fact that nothing stands out about the painfully average Pidgeot. Next up is Farfetch'd, which is at least an interesting addition, in theory. Sending in frail little Farfetch'd is a gamble with a great payoff, but only if used adeptly. The questions it poses with its risky mission are constant. Can it survive long enough to boost its own stats and pass them on to others? Will the switch-in suffer devastating damage or status effects? Not every battle is going to allow him to set up, but at least I have a way to support the team if they can afford it, and the Miracle Berry will ensure he's not interrupted. Once. The third bird is Noctowl, who also returns. This owl should not be written off as just another normal flying type. It can use Hypnosis to immobilize foes and drain some health with Dream Eater, plus it can curse up and sweep, thanks to the Quick Claw. Furthermore, its special defenses are wonderful. What stops me from using him most of the time is my patience and its low defense. This guy requires a lot of setup, and most of the time the Gym Leader Castle trainers just go in for the kill, and before you know it, Nightwing has fainted before he started. This is a bird with specialized uses, so we'll see him fairly rarely. Fourth up is Delibird, which is a mixed bag of bird seed and bird poop. First, the positives. It's an ice type, so score 1 for variety Falkner, and it has a handy stab Ice Beam, plus hidden power Grass, which can deal with water and those annoying rock and ground types. And that's where you start realizing the problems with this Pokemon. It has below average speed, very low defenses, and very low offensive stats, which its ice typing barely helps. Ergo, if this bird gets hit with a rock attack, then our shot at victory flies right out the window. Another downside is that it also doesn't learn a lot of useful moves, hence the Thief and Toxic attacks. Without an evolution and a stronger move pool, this glass cannon becomes a helpless liability. But given my limited options, I have to use him. Fifth in the flock is Dalton the Fearow. Goldrio is gone, so he becomes the new charging general. Dalton is surprisingly effective as a substitute user due to its speed and power. Therefore, I can formulate a plan and approach while hiding behind the doll and proceed with caution, plus he can recover in the process with the leftovers. Thankfully, its speed is a sky-high 288, so it'll most likely go first and have the opportunity to set up. He may not have Double Edge, but Stab, Drill Peck, and Hyper Beam sure pack a punch with his high attack. Since Dalton is one of our only sweepers, you'll be seeing him pick up the slack of the other members in nearly every battle. Finally, the last slot belongs to Togetic, who's yet another normal flying type. Alright, positives first. He has a lot of special defense, just like Noctowl, and his moveset allows him to attack and ail the foe with status. Although his attacks don't always hit, his main function is to slow down foes with Zap Cannon, encore their last move if they set up, and then either confuse them with Sweet Kiss or finish it off with another elemental attack. Landing Paralysis fixes his garbage speed problem, and if he's extremely lucky, the Focus Band will kick in and grant him extra turns. Now, I don't promise any miracles, and this sure isn't Xatu, but maybe this guy will bring happiness after all, if he's not pummeled in the process. This roster needs a lot of work. I don't see how Falkner can call himself a master of flying-type Pokemon with little to no balance or variety here. Nevertheless, he chose this team, so we'll see how he defies the odds as we battle in the first half of the Johto Castle. On with the Gauntlet! Okay, we start off with Birdkeeper Matt, the last one to go through the Gauntlet. And his team's pretty simplified once it's not grown up. Is it going to be a cinch? We'll actually start off with Santos. An Ice Beam away. might as well start off with his strongest, Pidgeotto. Funny thing, Pidgeotto actually played a really big role against the rival last time. Am I sad we don't have it anymore? Heck no. Oh, we've downgraded to Pidgey. Okay. Here comes another Ice Beam. Padash.
Oh, it's not to. It's down to the last Pokemon now. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3-1.
Last up is Natu. I do miss Xatu. It was just a unique presence with like Psychic and Giga Drain and Drill Peck on the same set. That's great. But no, I don't want to think about Matt anymore. Let's move on to our mirror match against Falkner. So, I mean, yeah, he's got the same roster as we do. Although his team favorably, it favors the Mudslap move, which, we're not affected by. He plays a very anime-style team, especially with his Pidgeot moveset. Like, you have things like Quick Attack and Fly and, Whirlwind, which, I've never seen him use. We start off with Delibird against Biro. We send an Ice Beam, and we quickly realize that this isn't going to work. Like, Santos, he can't stay in, he can't take a Drill Peck. So we'll switch over. He wants a Fearow fight? We'll give him one. We didn't see Falkner's Fearow in the anime. At least, I only saw Edge's badge match. For the Zephyr badge, I think he used Pidgeot, Hoot Hoot, and I'm not sure about his third one. I forget. It wasn't too memorable of a fight. I mean, I know Pikachu got thrashed by Pidgeot. It was a big Pidgeot. I mean, I can understand, like, how it could be. But then, of course, Charizard saves the day, does the Seismic Toss move, and then we end the episode. Kind of predictable. You know where it was going. So, yeah, we're hiding behind a substitute, battling Pidgeot, who's just going to keep flying up, letting us heal. Thankfully, Falkner's team is much better in round 2. He gets a Zapdos. And, competent moves. There's Quick Attack. Which is probably a lot stronger in the anime. It's like it bonked his head on the ground and then it fell backwards. Alright, now we battle with Togetic. Its defense isn't great, but its special defense is. Fire Blast is a great move to put on it. It has no, offensive prowess, whatsoever. You have to put the 120 moves on there. Anyway, we Hyper Beam out, and now we have a Zephyr badge. I really like Falkner's angry face. I'm definitely going to put that to good use later. Spoilers. Anywho, we move on to the Azalea Gym, and first up is Bugcatcher Chaz. He has an underwhelming team. We even have weapons for the Geodude this time. We're good. Although the one Pokemon that could survive everything is the Shuckle. Okay, it's Rattata. Or not. Oh, there's Shuckle. Fine. Shuckle has Rollout, which is probably its most dangerous move. It also has Rock Smash, Constrict, and Bide.
Ah, it made a substitute. What's next?
We avoid the defense drop.
You restore HP with the leftovers. These Pokemon are equally fit. There's plenty of fight left in both of them.
And we have to proceed with Toxic. Drill Peck is not going to cut it.
Nasty toxic. The poison will steadily weaken the victim.
Yep, Rock Smash. Even a crit, we don't care about. Toxic 1.
The heated action continues.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to keep going here.
Level 2. That did little damage.
Rollout 1.
Whoops, that missed.
Misses. Toxic 2. Now doing 20.
They're ready to go. There's the attack. Hammer, very hard.
Okay. Nothing to worry about here.
So, what will be the next Pokemon?
So he has the Rattata. That's back.
That's it. What impressive impact.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Focus Energy. It's ready to paint.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired. Ow, yes, it's a hit.
Let's hope we brought something easy.
Just one
Spinnerack,
Pokemon
Paris, not Yama.
Oh, it's Paris. It's down to
Beautiful.
the Pokemon now. A hot battle is
6 times weak to a stab Drill Peck.
Hold it to it. Out of there.
And there goes Chaz.
It's battle. And there goes the battle.
His team is actually not bad. All grown up. We'll get to it eventually. Actually, that was the next team in the Gauntlet. So I'm actually excited for it. The Twins team, on the other hand, is just a little too cutesy, and I don't know. I don't know. There's a plant Pokemon, a grass Pokemon. There's a normal and a normal. I guess their theme is that they are like seeing eye to eye with their Pokemon. Anyway, it's not really effective. This Jigglypuff, it has nothing that really can threaten us, like no random blizzards or whatever. It does like to use Charm though. Kind of ruins our whole strategy of just, you know, attack and win.
Here comes the Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Pidgeot.
Switch out to Jet, but yeah, it also gets hit by Charm.
Yes, it's working. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? Nasty toxic.
And yeah, I went for Toxic. Just might as well. A very weak Body Slam hits us.
The white hot battle continues.
And we'll switch back, reset the attack once again.
Oh, it's Togetic.
Maybe Togetic can also burn the bugs.
The move didn't quite work.
Also, I'm going to be really mean here.
What impact will this Pokemon switch
I'm going to use
have?
Encore on the Disable move.
An Encore is called. You can't refuse an Encore.
Now it has to use it.
What's next? Oh, Disable.
And
Additional damage.
low chances of Disable actually working on this. It does, but no, Jigglypuff is gone. So many turns to take that Jigglypuff down. We're met with a Liddy Ba, and I have no idea how we outsped it. Togetic's speed is just like, it's super low. It's like in the 160s.
A hot battle is unfolding. There it goes. Drill no weakness. What's this?
Maybe the Sweet Scent's helping us. We can like hit Ladybug better.
HP difference between the two combatants. Fire Blast. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, we have no strength left. There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's
And it's Sun or Sunkern.
It's up to the attack.
I've never really seen Sunkern actually take anything down that isn't like a rock ground.
That settles this battle.
It really can't do much. It has Absorb and Mega Drain. It has no gameplay. Moving on to Bugsy. Now this team is actually pretty cool. Think of it. We're going to get a Tyranitar out of this. And the bugs aren't as bad as, you know, they're not that bad either. They do have some power behind them. Not so much Pinsir, but oh well. Major damage to it. Seismic Toss, who cares? It's a 2-shot. Let's see. Nothing has the focus band. So again, Scyther can't really set up here. Actually, it can't. It has no setup moves. It just goes for attacks. Yeah, all it has is a very strong critical hit wing attack. Sorry, had a wing attack. Finally, it is Weepinbell. No Pupitar to speak of. Weepinbell does have Sludge Bomb in case it survives. Nothing to fear here. We are soaring. Sweet. Now on to Goldeneye. Goldeneye. Ha! Goldenrod. Oh man, I have so many memories of playing Goldeneye on our 64. Man, I used to replay the jungle mission all the time, or Bunker 2. I wanted to defeat all the guys, but they just kept coming. Anywho, yeah, we're in Goldenrod, and we face Last Lois first. And yeah, we're gonna start with Farfetch'd. See what we can get away with. Now remember that Poliwag has higher speed than you would think. So yeah, it's actually going first with a strong Blizzard. That's a lot of damage. So it's like here I had to decide, like, do I think it'll miss? Am I gonna switch out? Am I gonna fight? Yeah, let's do the save option. Go, Dalton, go. Kaboom. Oh, Snowbit, what a name. Our attack's too high. You're not surviving this. See, this is where Farfetch'd can actually do something good, you know? If it's not, like, hit by something that does over half health to it, he can support the team. And we win. Hyper beam the Fan Pet, and we win. Okay, to level with you guys, I mean, the challenge really just comes from the gym leader in the early battles. Just gotta get there. But who knows? Like, one of these teams is gonna have a struggle with one of these Mook trainers. I believe Rita, she plays an attraction team. So everything has it. And she has a very evenly split team with the genders. It worked so well the first time, let's try it again. Oh, Sentret, he's a male, so we're good. And we can outspeed it. Well, you know, it goes for quick attack, but whatever, it's quick attack. She does have, like, speedy Pokemon. Like, she has Diglett and Ponyta. Quick Attack, it's just doing nothing. Let's make sure we go first. Another Quick Attack. Getting to half health now. Going for the return. No more attack is really necessary. Everything else is pretty weak. See, Marie could have been a problem if it knew anything besides Thunder Shock. But it is nice to one-shot. But how humiliating, right? Getting one-shot by the Farfetch'd. Quack. I'm glad she didn't lead with Apom. Oh, it doesn't have Swagger. Okay. Again, I'm still thinking about, like, Teacher Molly from Pokecup Master Ball. On to Whitney. Okay, we know Miltank's going to show up. Rollout is going to be deadly if she is able to keep rolling out and hitting. Gloom's not a problem. Clefable has Thunder. Wigglytuff has Thunder Punch. And the rest don't really have anything noteworthy. She's just very flexible in how she handles these things. I am starting out with Farfetch'd. Who knows? Maybe we can pull something off. Wow, she's going for it right away. We need to get out of here fast. And, I mean, if Rollout is really only doing that much... Okay, that's fine. Switch over to Dalton. Maybe we can sub up for the other 3 rollouts. Rollout 3. Okay. We would not survive. For sure. Sub up again. Rollout 4. So much damage. Thank you, substitutes. Probably one of my favorite moves. You get around to everything. And rollout 5. Okay, well, that's the end of the rollout onslaught. Maybe. Let's go for attack up, drill pack. Oh, yeah, that's done. That's one big obstacle out of the way. Okay, Clefable's trouble, and I don't think even in a boosted drill pack is going to do it, so let's go for Hyper Beam. Oh, yeah. Normal stab boosted Hyper Beam. Raw power. Okay, we have no choice but to sit and take whatever Wigglytuff can dish out. Thunder or Ice Punch. Oh, double edge. Okay. Well, we have a shot right now. Let's go for it. Hyper Beam. Oh yeah. Plain badge is ours. Dalton's doing all right for himself. He's pretty much like the bird we turn to, you know, get everything out of the way. All right, on to Acrotique Gym. Medium Holly's up first. Any problems here? Well, I mean, Lydian is fast and specially defensive, which really doesn't matter. And then she has a Ditto. Oh, and of course, Unknown. We don't really know what the hidden power is, but who cares? Rena Yum. Great name, Peggy. Oh wait, no, it's Holly. There is another medium Peggy. She's in the Challenge Cup. And yeah, Nidorina female, well, she's gonna use double kick. Very weirdly, like she runs and then does the kick. No setup necessary. Oh, Fury swipes! Critical hit, Fury swipes. Hitting 5 times. That's like the maximum damage it can be do. Okay, well, that's one. We go from really good teams to Holly's team. It's just terrible. Taking out Bellsprout. They can barely stand up. Lastly, it's Hoot Hoot. Oh. Let's see, Confusion, Growl, Foresight, and Peck. Big deal. Critical hit Peck. Dalton takes the crits. But I mean, that's the problem right there. If you use the knockdown line against anything physical, I mean, you have to immobilize your foe. Otherwise, like, they'll take you out in the next turn. Moving on to Sage Tai. Again, we're seeing some bulkier foes. There is a Golbat and a Mischievous. Everything else is pretty worthless. Maybe the Haunter can do something with Nightshade. But actually, no. We're immune to all ghost moves. Well, the attacking ones, anyway. He can still use Curse on anything. Except Zubat. I mean, why Zubat? I don't care what it was. I still set up. Haunter can use Curse, I guess, and... well, that's it. Yeah, it can't get around that. Takes care of that. Aw, Smoochum. Smoochage, sorry. One shot with Drill Peck? Yep. If it were a Jinx, maybe it could have, like, you know, been faster and used Blizzard. But as is, it's nothing. Let's see, does a substitute wall Zubat? Well, it can still use Wing Attack, that's it. I mean, just barely. Maximum health, behind the sub. You know where this is going. Alright, no problems here. Our true test is against Gym Leader Morty. Now, last time with Birdkeeper Matt, we had a serious issue with Sudowoodo. I mean, it knows Rock Slide, it's Rock type. It can just be really hard to get over. Gengar's not an issue. Although if I do bring Santos, it does no Fire Punch. Oh, and the Giraffe Rig, it knows Thunder. Because of course it does. Mine does. Doesn't yours? Alright, Gengar starts. Uh-oh. Switching out already. Interesting choice. Well, that's okay. I'm not going to let a substitute go away right away, so our only choice is to use Toxic. Hey, it works. Move 1.
That was diverted to the substitute. Oh, the substitute disappeared.
Yeah, Sudowoodo, I mean, it has some power to it.
Still looks fresh and ready
It's
for
not great, but it does have it.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
The logical thing is to switch over to Jet and see where we can get with Steel Wing. Oh boy.
That's front home.
Tons of damage with Rock Slide. You see where this is going? Like, battling one Rock type, you know, that's not in our favor. You get one shot with Steel Wing. It does next to nothing. Our defense isn't raised. Rock Slide hits, doesn't miss. And Sudowoodo, you know, doesn't take poison damage. So yeah, there goes Jet.
New Pokemon. The Pokemon has been chosen.
However,
This Pokemon is back for another go.
we can stall.
The number of remaining Pokemon is
It's not the greatest strategy in the world, but it's something.
made a substitute.
Another Rock Slide. Another Rock Slide that hits.
The substitute was used up.
Doing 57 for poison now.
It used its held item to restore HP. Marks the points from both competitors.
Hey, fresh sub up.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its
Okay, there's
Pokemon.
Gengar.
Ah, it made a substitute. How will the Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Shadow Ball won't hit us. Nightshade won't. It only can use Psychic or Fire Punch.
How's that? That was diverted to the substitute. Oh, the substitute disappeared.
It's fine.
They're both hanging tough.
Let's just get rid of it.
There's the attack. That's it. It hung on by the skin of its teeth. What's up? Freeze it. A hot battle is unfolding.
A good attack by Gengar, actually.
Wow, Gauntlet. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, which has no strength left.
There goes his Ace. Still not too tough.
What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Ariados.
Ooh, okay. Ariados. Sludge Bomb, Dig, Psychic, and Nightshade. So, I mean, technically it could attack. But let's not let it.
That was perfectly.
Oh, almost.
One bomb away. A powerful one.
Ouch.
There it is.
Alright. That's okay, but, I mean, all we have is Santos, and he still has Sudowoodo.
One Pokemon faces two.
One Rock Slide and we're dead. And at this point, I didn't know which hidden power it was.
A serious attack.
So,
That was good.
that Sludge Bomb
But even action
was my fault. I shouldn't have taken that damage.
Right, that's a hit. Oh, it fell back.
As we saw, Sudowoodo has the berry,
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
and we need to either hit hard with Ice Beam or Hidden Power Grass. I go for the Ice Beam, and it was enough.
Last Pokemon goes down. That's it. Stage clear.
That critique's done. Moving on to Cianwood. We face the Black Belt Nick first. Now he likes one-hit KO moves. We see Horn Drill on things like Sea King and Nidorino, Fisher on the rest, and the two fighting types because, well, he's a fighter. He's got to have them.
The challenger has made it.
Using a substitute is once again in our favor. Once again, our friend. And as long as their moves miss, we're going to be fine.
Ah, it made a substitute.
Oh, please don't.
Horn Drill.
Okay.
That missed.
Horn Drill only has 30% accuracy.
Competitor.
It's more than likely we're not going to get hit. Stab Waterfall.
That was diverted to the substitute. Oh, the
Uh-oh.
substitute disappeared.
Breaks it in one hit. Sub up again.
It made a substitute. Wow. No, that didn't connect.
Okay. More opportunities. We like those.
There's that. There's the shot. That's it.
Chugging along.
The substitute took the hit. The substitute was used up.
Here's the thing. Do we... Oh, okay, it's gonna go for enduring. I don't know why.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
I mean, it was gonna faint anyway. No focus bands here. Okay. Rock Smash and Scratch. Wow. Cool. Can't do anything, which means the last Pokemon is either type resistant or weak to my types or really lousy. At least it wasn't another Rock Smash.
That was diverted to the substitute. There's the shot. Hit that one.
Okay, Dugtrio's gone. Alright, send out your last waste of time.
One Pokemon remains. Oh, it's a lead.
Okay.
It's down to the last Pokemon now. It's a fierce battle.
One shot to Hitmonlee.
Pokemon goes
Wonderful. Move on to Chuck.
down to the battle.
Chuck and Nick's team are actually really similar. You got your ground type, your fighters, and one water type. They both have this. I mean, that poison type is a little outlier in Nick's team. But Chuck's gimmick is that he likes to use Dynamic Punch, and we don't want that to hit. So, again, substituting is our friend. No random thunders on this primate.
Ah, it made a substitute. There's the attack.
Okay, we got that out of the way.
Oh, the substitute disappeared. It's 4 HP with the left.
Sub until it misses.
Ah, it made a substitute. A furious attack. Oh, that's a miss.
It can't think of anything else to do.
Whoa! That struck home. It hung on by the skin of
It could have used Seismic Toss every time. Yeah, just like that.
Substitute was used up. The heated action continues. Ow,
Alright, one down.
there it is. Knockout. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's Sandslash.
Okay, what can Sandslash do? Not a whole lot. Just another Dynamic Puncher. Oh, wait. It has Rollout. So I'm like, do I switch to Santos right away? Yes.
Here comes the Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Billybird. There it goes. That inflicted some damage.
Getting hit by Dynamic Punch, very rough.
Now Pokemon fails.
He doesn't have the Bitterberry. So we're going in cold with an Ice Beam? Nope.
Oh no, but attack is back.
Dealing with a Rollout?
Rollout attack. Hit that
Oh,
one.
he's done.
It's super effective. Oh, knockout.
Okay, is it the end of the world?
Pokemon.
Not really. I mean, Jet does have a strong return,
Oh, it's Pidgeot.
but things are looking grim. We can't give up Dalton. Not yet. Go Toxic, just in case.
The poison will steadily weaken the victim.
Rollout 2.
That did little damage.
I can't deal with these rollouters.
The white hot battle continues. There's the attack. Great hit.
Good damage on the return, but I mean, rollout 3.
Yes, it's a hit. A powerful blow.
Hey, we survive it.
It's a fierce battle.
Alright, big return.
Double hit. That's it.
Rollout 4.
Right, that's a hit.
Okay.
Yes, it's a hit. Yes, it's going down. Just one Pokemon remains. The Pokemon
Send out
Master
Dalton.
Pokemon.
Finish the job.
Down to the last Pokemon.
And after this, all he has left is his Poliwrath.
What's that? That's it. Oh,
Sand Slash at the mint area, by the way. And Poliwrath, of course, has the Focus Band. We can't be too careful with this one, so we're going to substitute right away. Dodge the incoming Dynamic Punch. Yes! Puts us at an advantage. Now it's going to take at least 2 Drill Pecks to take down Poliwrath. It is defensively fortified. It's even kind of a range. Managed to dodge a critical hit Hydro Pump. Lovely. And just because I'm a little afraid of the Focus Band, I'm going to use Substitute. Dynamic Punch again. It hits. Breaks it. And I figure he's not going to hit it again. So Drill Peck. No Focus Band. We win. I know, I'm being like hypocritical. I'm like two-faced. Like I'm careful, but I'm not. Conservative and risky. I'm a battling paradox. But there goes Cianwood Gym onto Olivine. The finale of this part. Jasmine has a bunch of steel types. As we learned last time, you know, we couldn't really deal with steel types because we didn't have a fire move. But Togetic does. Now we don't really fear Magneton or Steelix. Just kidding, Magneton's still kind of a threat. But if she starts with Foragist, this couldn't get any better. And she's not switching. Maybe she forewent her Corsola. I would say 10-4 to that. She brought out Steelix. Corsola would have had Ancient Power. Iron Tail. Okay, standard damage. Blast him again. There goes their ace. And what's left, really? Oh, she has Corsola anyway. Okay, we'd still go first. Zap Cannon. Darn. Okay, Ancient Power's weak, but now it has the speed advantage. We gotta hope Focus Band kicks in, because I can't really switch to anything else. We just have to just take this. Okay. Well, that's 2 Ancient Powers. Something that doesn't really matter. Send out Dalton. I don't know why I've actually brought him. I probably shouldn't have. But at least we can kind of stall behind Corsola. Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna have to use up a substitute on this one. Number 4. And thanks to leftovers, we have enough HP for 1 more substitute. I think you need at least 25% HP to do it. Okay, no more Ancient Powers. What else does it have? Bubble Beam, Spike Cannon, and Psychic. Go for a Hyper Beam, because why not? There goes Bubble Beam. You did fine, Dalton. You pretty much set the stage for victory. And now, Santos is going to use his Hidden Power Grass to wipe out Corsola. And I believe at the time I didn't know it was Hidden Power Grass. So I just kind of went for it. And you can imagine my jubilation. It was great. It was like, okay, Santos now has a role. But that is the first half of the Johto Castle. They did all right. Let's analyze the run. Amazingly enough, Falkner has matched Matt's performance. Whereas Matt got lucky with Jasmine and Morty, I don't think there was a lot of luck involved here for Falkner's team. It was actually well prepared for incoming threats and won despite its limited options. Of course, that shouldn't be interpreted as legitimate praise for this team's utility. It's terrible, and the second half is only going to get tougher on our feathered friends. The obstacles are still something an all-flying team can't easily contend with. Price's Ice types, Claire and Dragon's Dragon types, pseudo-legendaries, and actual legendaries. Falkner's team gets their wings clipped in the second half of the Johto Castle next time. I'm ViscountKdub, thank you for watching, like, share, and subscribe for more Gauntlet, and I remember having parakeets growing up, and believe me, the novelty quickly wore off and I've hated birds since. Hopefully my Pokemon will forgive me for what I'll be putting them through. See you next time!